This is the Spring 2021 Syllabus Tour for CHE 256 Organic Chemistry 2. I am the instructor Matt Donahue for this course. You can call me Matt. And what we're going to do in this screencast here is basically go through the syllabus, explain the policies, what are the expectations for the course, what do you need to do to get a grade, and various USM policies. In a separate screencast, we'll go through the Canvas tour because things are arranged a little bit different this semester. So let's go ahead and get started. This class is entirely online, which means it does not meet synchronously or asynchronously. So what that means is basically when you're in Canvas, you're going through the course at your own pace. And as we'll see below in the schedule, there are certain due dates for the assessments and the exams. So office hours are completely online, and you will use Microsoft Bookings to schedule a meeting if you want to meet with me. So Bookings is an app that Microsoft uses. So if you click this link, and the link will be in Canvas, it brings up this scheduling system. So there you can see me. These are my office hours, and basically you will select a 30-minute appointment. So you click whatever day you want, then the times listed are those times that I'm available that day. So say you want to meet Friday, January 22nd at 10 a.m. So go ahead and enter your name, your email address, and then you can go ahead, if you want to get a text message, you can click there and then hit book. So essentially what's going to happen is it will book the time in Microsoft Teams. So you should have Microsoft Teams installed on your computer as well. And basically what we're going to do then is I will then start the meeting using Zoom. So we're going to meet with Zoom so that I can help you using my iPad because Zoom will interface with my iPad, and that way we can draw the chemical structures and you can see the answers visually in a very easy manner. So if you want to meet, you're going to use Microsoft Bookings to schedule time to meet me. So here's my physical office on the Hattiesburg campus, Tech 429, but since we're not meeting due to COVID, that's sort of irrelevant. This is the link to my Zoom office. That's also in that bookings page. My email address, typically if you send me an email, expect a reply within 8 hours. If you do not get a reply, send a follow-up email. Don't think I'm ignoring you. Things tend to get a little busy. I try to go back through my emails every day and reply. It's my office phone, 601-266-4166. Leave a voicemail. Those voicemails get converted to an email message. My YouTube channel, that's where these videos are posted and are linked through Canvas. I have a Twitter account, and if you want to see the research I do, it's this page here. So the prereq for this course, you basically need to go through Organic 1 and the lab. So what are we doing this semester in terms of an overview? We're going to look at the chemistry of functional groups, and it's going to be presented to you in a logical fashion according to the oxidation state of the carbon bearing the functional group, and we'll see that a little bit later in the modules. So our goals and objectives, so upon completion of this course, really you want to demonstrate proficiency in learning new concepts through the strategies of metacognition and pattern recognition. Develop problem-solving skills by employing good study practices and appreciate the historical significance of organic chemistry and the advancement of human civilization. So again, I realize not everyone's going to be a chemist in their career. So I made these goals and objectives very broad so that they apply to you no matter what you want to do in life. Again, if you want to do well in this course, it's all about your behaviors. So here are our student learning outcomes, or SLOs. Upon completion of this course, you should be able to do the following 5 SLOs. So propose retrosynthetic strategies that utilize natural bond polarity disconnections. Devise synthesis routes that utilize well-known reactions for the synthesis of small molecules. Utilize more complex functional group transformations in organic synthesis, including reactions involving alcohols, amines, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Illustrate complex reaction mechanisms using arrow-pushing formalism, Lewis acid-base theory, and molecular orbitals. Interpret infrared, nuclear magnetic resonance, and mass spectral MS data to identify signature organic functional groups and elucidate chemical structures. So overall, what we're doing is we're learning a lot of reactions. So the transformation of a starting material into a product. So we're transforming functional groups from one thing into another. And then what we're going to learn as well is the sequencing of those reactions to take something very simple, so like a petroleum-based chemical feedstock, do a series of reactions and make a new substance that has some benefit to human civilization. So again, that's the appreciate the historical significance of organic chemistry and the advancement of civilization. So if you think about, it's basically been a year now since we've known about COVID-19, and over the past year, we've gone from knowing about it, having it become a global pandemic, and now there's multiple vaccines available on the market. So the reason that is because of organic chemistry. And so if we appreciate what happens on the molecular scale, we can then appreciate how human civilization has advanced over the past couple thousand years. Our course materials, you're going to need the USM specific package, which you can buy in the Barnes & Noble bookstore, for the David Klein 3rd edition of Organic Chemistry. And really, it's the online resources that we need through this code that you're going to buy to do your homeworks and your exams. So required technology, you need a functioning desktop or laptop computer. It has to have a tracker, a mouse pad, audio-visual capabilities, webcam, microphone, and speakers if you do schedule office hours with me. And you definitely want to have a reliable internet source, especially when you take the exam, since they're only open for a short period of time. Required software, you need your Solar account, you need a Canvas account, you need to use some internet browser. You should definitely have Microsoft 365. If you don't, with that comes Teams. I use Teams really for scheduling my calendar. I think you should use it too, because it's connected right into your USM email. And we will use Zoom for any actual office hour meetings, even though we're booking the time through Microsoft Bookings. These websites show you how to use your USM ID to set up your Zoom account through USM, and there's some Zoom tutorials. Course delivery, again, it's online due to COVID, and because there are 146 people in this class, we cannot meet. And so we're going to do everything basically online. So there are, including this module 0, there are 6 total modules. So module 0 is the syllabus module. Then we're getting into the modules with the chapters. So module 1 is chapters 11, 12, and 13. And as we'll see below, that's 6 total class periods, which would normally be 5 traditional lectures if we were meeting face-to-face. You'll have a pre-module quiz that you must complete before you even start working in the module. There's 3 homework sets in Wiley Plus. They belong to chapters 11, 12, and 13. We'll have 1 online exam, and then this is just an estimation of time. Basically, taking this number 6 times 3 hours, that gets you 18 total hours to complete the module. Whether it takes you that long or not is completely up to you and how you study. So it's pretty self-explanatory for the rest of these modules here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So our types of learning activities are shown here. There are textbook readings. So as you see up here, these are the chapters you should read. There's a pre-module quiz, as you'll see in Canvas, and basically these are going to be questions about the module in which the answers are found in the syllabus. There are pre-recorded lectures that you need to watch to understand the readings. Then there are textbook problems associated with each module. Each module has an exam. The final exam is basically worth 200 points, and it will have some cumulative aspect to it. So here's the tentative schedule of class topics subject to change. So module 1 is oxidation state 1, oxygen functional groups. We're going to be looking at these chapters 11, 12, and 13 for module 1. So basically there will be a homework set in Wiley Plus attached to each chapter. Each homework set is 15 problems, and again, those problems are taken directly from those specific chapters. The problem sets are worth 10 points apiece, and so they are due the day of the exam. So what I've done here in the next section is giving you the module learning outcomes. So for every chapter, you have these module learning outcomes. So upon completion of this chapter, you should be able to, and then the word in green is the active word, where that's what you actually need to demonstrate that you know the material. And so really, because this is online, it's really up to you to put the work in. And again, contact me through Microsoft Bookings, office hours if you need help. So as you see, there's module learning outcomes for 11, 12, and 13. The module assessments are listed here. You have a pre-module quiz, your textbook problems, your exam, your total module points, and how many, what is the percentage of this module for the entire course. So with 5 modules, each one's worth about 20% of your grade. And these dates here, again, since we are online, we are not meeting on these dates. These are really meant for you to pace yourself through the material in these chapters so that when you get to basically the end of the module, when the assessments are due, so for example in module 1, the homeworks are due February 1st at 11:59 p.m. Your module 1 exam will open February 1st at 12 a.m. It will be open for essentially 48 hours and close at February 2nd at 11:59 p.m. So the module exam is open for 48 hours. Once you start it, you have 90 minutes to complete it. There will be 25 questions chosen from those 3 chapters. The exam is worth 100 points. So 100 points divided by 25 is 4 points per question. You'll get 2 shots at each question. If you get it wrong the first time, you get a second time. If you get it right, you then get 2 points. If you don't get it, then you get none. So again, these dates are really meant for you to help pace yourself as you read the material. And then as we'll see in the Canvas tour, there will be associated videos that you can watch that I've created to help you understand that material. Module 2 is oxidation state 2 and 3 functional groups. We're dealing with chapters 19, 20, and 24 on these topics. Here are your module learning outcomes, your assessments, And again, here's some recommended pacing with topics for you to go through as you're doing this material. These assessments. So again, Module 2 assessments are due February 26th at 11:59 p.m. Your Module 2 exam opens February 26th at 12 a.m. and closes the 27th at 11:59 p.m. So really, you have to have your work done for these modules on these dates. So these are the important dates for you throughout this semester. Module 3 is carbon-carbon bond formation via substitution at the alpha carbon. This only has one chapter, 21, alpha carbon chemistry. This chapter has a lot of material in it. It's really a culmination, I think, in a sense, where we're putting everything we've learned together so far in learning some specific named reactions. So here's your assessments. You have a homework set, an exam. This, again, it's worth a little less because there's not many chapters, but you see the breakdown percentage. Module 4 is oxidation state 1, 2, and 3 functional groups. Again, these are with nitrogen, so these will be the amines, peptides, and proteins. So we're looking at chapters 22 and 25 for this module. Module 5 is conjugation and aromatic chemistry. This consists of chapters 16, 17, and 18. So there's 3 chapters, and we'll finish off the semester on this. The difference for this module now is that the exam 5 is worth 200 points, so there's going to be a cumulative aspect to this exam that includes not only module 5 material, but material from 255 and 256 cumulatively. And again, these assessments are due April 26th at 11:59 p.m. The module 5 exam is cumulative, and it's scheduled during the final exam time, open April 26th at 12 a.m. and closes the 27th at 11:59 p.m. The course grading scale and assessment schedule. So the synopsis is listed here. Exams are 75% of your grade, homework sets are 15, and the pre-module quizzes are 10%. So it's basically a 3-to-1 ratio of exams versus these other homework and quizzes. So here's your letter grades here, description of your effort, the percent scale, and really what you want to pay attention to is the points required out of 800. The course is worth 800 points, so you're basically accumulating enough points starting at 0, working your way up, and you're going to end up in one of these bins here, and that determines what letter grade you get. Here's the assessment schedule relisted again in a different tabular format. So exam 1 is 100 points. It's 12.5% of your grade. It opens Monday, February 1st at 12 a.m. It closes Tuesday, February 2nd at 11:59 p.m. So this is a 48-hour window. Once you start, you have 90 minutes to complete it. So you'll have 5 exams. Again, keep in mind exam 5 is cumulative. That's why the points change there. You have pre-module quizzes, and this will be explained in the Canvas tour. So you'll need to watch that screencast. Your Wiley Plus homeworks, there's 12 of those, each worth 10 points. So here are the examination policies. There are no makeup exams, so you really want to do your best to put those dates in your calendar and make sure that you take the exams as they're scheduled. If you are unable to make an exam due to some legitimate university related excuse, Please notify me before the exam. Do not send any information to me directly. You must use this online form at the Office of Student Outreach and Support so that Dolores McNair can validate or verify your authenticity of the documentation, and then she will subsequently email me. So I'll get her email, I'll read it, I'll most likely approve it. If it's approved, the replacement score for the exam you miss is the average of your other 4 exams. If you miss an exam and you do not have a valid excuse, you're getting a 0 for that exam. The exams are going to be administered online, most likely through Wiley+. We may or may not use the Respondus Lockdown browser. You are strongly encouraged to have a functioning internet during the exam window. You are also strongly encouraged to clear your browser cache and history, exit your browser and completely restart your computer before launching the exam so that you do not have issues with Wiley+. And the exams are open for 48 hours. Once you start it, you must finish it within 90 minutes. There's 25 questions on the exams. They are different types: fill in the blanks, drawing, multiple choice, and others. This gives you about 3.6 minutes per question. The questions themselves are not timed, but that gives you an idea of how much time you have per question. The exam's worth 100 points. You have 2 attempts per question. The first attempt, if you get it right, you get 4 points. If you miss, you get another. If you get it right, then you get 2 points. If you don't, you get 0. The order of the questions are randomized by the software, and each question is drawn from a question pool. So this is done to minimize any academic misconduct. Your score is posted after you complete, or after the window closes for the 48-hour exam. Again, those will be posted in Canvas. So please read these items here. If I strongly encourage you, if you're going to take the exam, to take it sort of during daylight hours, because if you run into an issue at night, you're most likely not going to get help from Wiley+ or myself, because I'll probably be sleeping. So here are the technology help resources. General issues, contact USM iTech. For Canvas issues, you can contact the Office of Online Learning. Wiley+ issue, I strongly encourage you to reach out to them first. Here's their help desk information. I really don't have much I can do from my end to help you in Wiley+. So I really encourage you to reach out to them first. So here's a motivational poem called If by Rudyard Kipling. That should sort of speak to you in some sense as you go through this experience. Here are the USM Academic Policies, and I'll leave it to you to read all of these. So here's a health protocol due to COVID, academic integrity, USM support services, so resources for students with disabilities, course workload statement. So this basically explains what are the expectations for each course you're taking, how much work you should put into it, and how you should not be surprised by how much work a course takes. Mental well-being, so if you're stressed out and you need help, here's some resources for that. Non-discrimination statement, confidentiality and mandatory reporting statements. And so we've come to the end of the syllabus. And again, I really encourage you to print this out. You're going to need it because there is a syllabus quiz that you must go through in Canvas before you can advance through the modules. So after you watch this, you should probably watch the Canvas tour as well to understand how that's laid out.